Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that sounds like it was pulled straight from an internet urban legend. It's a tale about a simple drawing, a spider with a missing leg, and an eBay auction that spiraled into a $10,000 bidding war. This isn't just a story about a quirky piece of art. It's a masterclass in internet culture, viral marketing, and the strange, wonderful power of a good story. So, grab your popcorn because we're about to unravel the bizarre tale of the seven-legged spider. It all started back in 2005. A British guy named Paul Brownsy decided he wanted to buy a new laptop. But like many of us, he was a bit short on cash. So, he looked around his flat for something to sell. He didn't have much of value, some old books, maybe a few DVDs. Then, his eyes landed on a simple doodle he had made. It was a drawing of a spider, done in blue ballpoint pen on a scrap of paper. But this wasn't just any spider. This spider, for reasons known only to Paul, had 7 legs instead of the usual 8. He had even given it a name, Alan. Thinking it would be a funny joke, Paul listed the drawing on eBay. He titled the auction Seven-Legged Spider Drawing. In the description, he spun a whole narrative for Alan the spider. He explained that Alan was a friendly spider, despite his missing limb. He wasn't scary, he enjoyed a good book, and he was looking for a loving home. Paul detailed Alan's supposed likes, dislikes, and even his favorite TV shows. He set the starting bid at a mere 99 pence, hoping to maybe make enough for a cup of coffee. He honestly didn't expect anyone to bid. He just thought it would be a laugh. But then, something incredible happened. The internet took notice. First, a few bids came in. £1, then 2. Paul was probably thrilled. But the bids didn't stop. They kept climbing. £5, 10.50. People weren't just bidding. They were getting invested in Alan's story. The auction's comments section exploded. Potential buyers wrote letters to Alan, pleading their case for why they would be the best new owner. Some sent poems, others sent pictures of their homes, promising Alan a safe and cozy corner. The listing was shared on forums, blogs, and early social media sites. It was going viral, long before going viral was a common household phrase. News outlets started picking up the story. The BBC, The Guardian, and even international papers began reporting on this strange auction. Why was a simple doodle of a seven-legged spider capturing the world's imagination? The answer, it seems, lies in the story. Paul Brownsy hadn't just listed a drawing. He had created a character. Alan the spider became a symbol of imperfection, a little underdog that everyone wanted to root for. His missing leg made him unique, relatable even. People weren't just bidding on a piece of paper. They were bidding on a piece of a story they had all become a part of. As the auction neared its end, the bids went from hundreds of pounds into the thousands. A full-blown bidding war erupted. It was a frantic, last-minute battle between anonymous bidders, all vying for the honor of adopting Alan. When the virtual hammer finally fell, the winning bid was an astonishing 5,200 Great British pounds. At the exchange rate at the time, that was roughly 10,000 US dollars. Let that sink in. A doodle, made in a few minutes with a ballpoint pen, sold for $10,000. The winner was an online casino, Golden Palace. Now, this company had a reputation for buying quirky eBay items as a form of publicity stunt. They had previously bought a grilled cheese sandwich that supposedly had the image of the Virgin Mary on it, and a car previously owned by the Pope. Buying Alan the seven-legged spider was a perfect fit for their brand of quirky marketing. They weren't just buying the drawing. They were buying the global headlines that came with it. And it worked. The story of the casino adopting the $10,000 spider went everywhere, giving them an incredible amount of free advertising. So, what happened to Paul Brownsy? He was, of course, completely stunned. He had gone from trying to make a few quid to being $10,000 richer, all because of a silly joke. He did get his new laptop, and probably a whole lot more. He became a minor celebrity for a while, a testament to the unpredictable nature of the internet. But the story of Alan the spider is more than just a get-rich-quick scheme. It highlights a fundamental shift in how we perceive value. In the digital age, value isn't always tied to material quality or artistic skill. Sometimes the story is the product, the community that forms around an idea, the shared inside joke, the collective emotional investment. That's what created the value. Alan wasn't a masterpiece of art, but he was a masterpiece of accidental marketing and community building. Think about it. We see this all the time now with memes, viral challenges, and NFTs. An image or an idea can acquire immense cultural and monetary value overnight, simply because enough people agree that it's important or funny, or meaningful. Alan the Spider was a pioneer of this phenomenon. He crawled his way into the heart of the early internet and showed us that a good story, even one about a spider with a missing leg, can be priceless. The legacy of Alan lives on. Every now and then, the story resurfaces, a nostalgic reminder of a simpler, weirder time on the internet. It serves as a lesson for creators, marketers, and anyone trying to capture attention online. You don't always need a huge budget or a polished product. Sometimes, all you need is a bit of creativity, a good sense of humor, and a story that people can connect with. Paul Brownsy didn't set out to create a viral sensation. He just wanted to share a funny little character with the world. And in doing so, he created a small piece of internet history. So, the next time you're doodling on a piece of paper, maybe give your creation a backstory. Who knows? You might just be sketching the next $10,000 spider. What do you guys think? Is this the craziest internet sale you've ever heard of? Or do you know of one that's even weirder? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to read your stories. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down internet memory lane, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird and wonderful stories that shape our world. See you in the next one.